Hi, my name is Jason Williams, and in this video we're going to deal with that air locker that's been leaking air past the plunger in the front. I fixed the air line around the diff, and I replaced what I did in the seals and so forth. Anyway, there seems to be still some air leaking out of the center, but out of the plunger inside the diff. The only way to really fix it is to pull it apart, take the center out and try repair that, but it's back in there and I can't bother doing that. I just did a big job on the front axle. So what I have done is I actually got some oil in an oil can and dropped a little bit of gear oil through the top line at the diff housing, put a little bit in there, tightened back up. Thought, what if that would work? Then I turned the air compressor, like the air locker, on and pushed that oil into the plunger, and that seemed to stop it quite a bit. So what I'm going to do now is show you what's happened with that and whether I can actually get it to seal more by putting a little more oil in there. So I'll go through the whole procedure again. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, oh well, I guess a bit of a fail, but I'll repair, do some work on the electrics for the switching, and I'll show that as I go, just so I can command the lockers a bit better. Alright, let's begin. Alright, so I'll turn the lockers on now. Rear locker, front. It's still leaking past, so you can hear it. Oh, but the pump is going on and off, and so you can hear that quite strongly through there. That's the breather. And what I'm going to do is see if I can't repair that completely so that that doesn't happen at all. But that's not bad. That's a lot better than what it was. Alright, and with a 14mm spanner I'll undo this fitting, as long as I knock the camera. Yep. Ooh. All right. A little bit hard getting your hands to, and the camera's in the way. Off you go. Yep. And that's it. And the washer should be, yep, sitting on top. And with the oil can, you are. It's in there. Do that across. Sure that got a bit in there. Get the old trusty mirror out. Yep, there's a bit of oil in there. Cool. Now I'll put this washer back on the bottom. Sorry camera, you're going to have to get out of the way for me to put that on. With that on, now turn on the rear locker. Oops, compressor's on. Turn on the rear locker. Turn on the front and leave it on. That way it can push that oil right down, and we can hear that's leaking a bit. Certainly a lot better than what it was. That's a lot better than what it was. So I might leave it at that for now, and I'll just show you the electrics that I'm going to change inside the cab. So if I turn the compressor on, I turn the rear locker, oh no, I turn the front locker on, nothing happens, nothing there. If I turn the rear locker on, comes on, and then the front comes on. Alright, so I want to make it so I can operate both, or like individually, not rely on that. I mean, I know that it's a safety feature because you don't want the front axle locked accidentally, but to operate these, I have to, I mean, it's got locking hubs, freewheeling hubs, so that's kind of takes that out of the equation anyway. Like, you know, when I'm on the road, I don't have the hub locked in. Plus, I've got to have it in full drive. I should show you how that electrics work, but I'll just focus on this for now, being that I'm not an auto electrician. I've sort of got to fumble my way through this. Alright, so referencing the instructions here, I've found an old set that I've had originally just laying around, well, you know, in a container. I know that switch 1 is the rear locker, switch 2 is the front locker. So switch 1 has a red wire attaching, which is this here, and the switch 2 has a red and yellow, or it has, sorry, just yellow. Yeah, just a yellow. No, switch 2 is, yes, yellow. So what I want to do is I'm going to see if I can borrow the power from there to there and see if that works. You know, it's going to be a bit dodgy to start with, so what I'll do is, so I'm not creating any extra circuits, I'll remove that yellow off, and what I'm going to do, turn the compressor on, and what I want to be able to do is just see whether this will work. Just by going, I'm hoping that'll just stick in there. Be able to go here, go to this one. I should be able to operate the front locker. Just testing it first before I go cutting any wires up or doing something I might, yep, oops, that worked. Compressor coming on frightened me a little bit. There you go. Oop, that worked. It's still frightening me. It's still causing me to jump. Someone needs to go have a cup of tea, I think, and something to eat. It's lunchtime and I still haven't eaten. Let's try something else. Bend that over. See if I can jam it in there so it's stuck in there. Like so. And do the same with this. Just so it's stuck in there. So I can, yep. The front locker, rear air locker. And can we operate both? Yep. Righto, that's going to work. So what I'll do is make a bridging wire. I'll connect this into here, put a plug on the end of that, and I will no longer use this yellow one. I'll tape it up, and then that'll sort out the electrics. And I'll show you it working when I've done it. Alright, with the front locker on, because I can turn it on individually. The compressor cycles just that little bit. And I can still hear it leaking, but not even nearly as much as what it was. Not even close. So I'll put the mic right next to it, you'll hear it. So that's that sorted for this video. That's it for that video. Nice, quick, easy one. I mean, doing the electrics, I sort of stuffed it up in a bit, you know, to begin with. I was testing. I was like, oh, I couldn't figure it out. Didn't change anything. Couldn't figure it out, so I left it for a few days and then came back and sorted it. But Now that works, that's organised. That leak is leaking just a little bit, you know, as you heard. At least the compressor's cycling, you know, and then stopping and so forth, and you know, it's not going through there. Anyway, maybe one day I'll have to pull the locker apart and actually inspect the plunger side of it and see if I can't fix that. But anyway, for now it works. A little bit of oil in the top of that feeder helped heaps. So maybe I'll put a little bit more in there at some stage through time and see if it actually improves it as time goes on. That'd be great. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this one. And you know, it's really cool to finally have that sorted. Sweet. Thank you very much for watching, and I will aspire to see you in the next one. Cheers.